You know, if there's one thing I love about Warcraft 3, it's because, you know, if there's one thing I love about Warcraft 3, it's how expressive the game is. I mean, you can literally do whatever you want, right? You can make any unit, you can attack at any time, you can choose any hero you want, but here's the rub. You still have to win, right? Like, it's still a very hard game, the meta is established, I know all that. But what if there was a player who just seemed to do whatever they want, right? And not only did they do whatever they want, but they still maintain rank 1 on the ladder? Let's hear it for Hitman. It's a Hitman appreciation month. We like Hitman. You know, I've always appreciated the players that grind. I'm not just saying the players that compete, but I mean the grinders, the ones who have such a ridiculous amount of games, the people who play Warcraft 3 so much that they're trying to explore new things in the game. So let's go over Hitman games, right? Let's have some fun and let's go over Hitman games. I personally, you know, I'm like a pig in slop right now, all right? I'm very looking forward to this. I have been looking forward to this for a while because on my free time, you know, I'm the one curating the replays, choosing the ones I like to watch. And let's just say we got some good ones here. So you know what? We're gonna first start with, what should we start with? Let's go with the Batrider games. Yep, let's go with the Batrider games, all right? I personally am a little inspired by a conversation that I had on Reddit with someone, right? I posted my videos to the Warcraft 3 subreddit, as someone does. And you know, listen guys, I've been talking about video games competitively for a long time, right? It's always been a hobby of mine, but at the same time, it's been a career of mine, right? Love to write about video games, love to talk strategy. And what I've noticed throughout my time on this blue marble, people really push back when you're trying to expand the meta. People push back because, I'm not saying they're like meta slaves or anything, but it's more like because they are aware that the meta is correct for a reason, right? They are aware it's the biggest noob thing to try to like push against the meta. Like, it really is. But I think there's a point. There's a point in which you've been playing this game for so long, watching this game for so long, that no, you actually are very much interested in anytime someone does something different. Anytime someone decides to say, oh, what if I should do this? What if I should do this? Because, like, logically, every time this game goes through a patch, the meta should change, right? Things are different. Things are changing. But sometimes the meta doesn't change. So you always have to be aware as, like, an esports watcher, you know, is the meta not changing because people are lazy? Or the meta not changing because, no, there's nothing to change. There's actually no real meta difference. So let's see, right? You know what? I know I'm such a little sensitive about this, but sometimes the sound's just too loud. I know, guys, it sounds crazy. I prefer 2%. There's a difference. There's a difference. All right, 2%. That's better. So, guys, we're going for Hitman's patented Blademaster creep against Night Elf. And, I mean, I'm choosing MMR opponents that are like 2,200 at a minimum, right? These are high-level MMR opponents. I want to make it very clear. Anyone watching this would probably get defeated by this Night Elf player. I mean, right? I mean, I know I would get defeated by this Night Elf player, right? That's why I'm watching this game, because I think it's incredible how, you know, of all the different ways in which Hitman wants to try to stay on top of the ladder, he chooses to do so in ways that, you know, sure, they may not be meta tournament strategies, but these are ladder climbing strategies. These are strategies that do very well against opponents who maybe aren't prepared, or, as you will see, opponents who are prepared. So let's get into it, right? We have a Keeper of the Grove, which is different than the other heroes we've so far watched Hitman do the strategy with. Notice he's just going straight for the Keeper, right? We're trying to learn from greater orcs than us. Are you going to get that tree? Are you going to get that last hit tree? Yes, you will. Okay. Now, I like the decision to just attack the Keeper, because, you know, that's the only way to get the Keeper out of your business. It's the only way to stop him from denying your creep here. And that's really what you need to do. You're going mirror image. Nice. He gets the reveal. How did he get that reveal? Oh, the headhunter right there. Look at that. Headhunter walked in, tried to get the reveal. He kills the archer. Pulls again. I love this mirror image here. Good choice. Just, you know, kind of keep tabs on where the Night Elf is. You get a clean surround on the rock golem. So, you know, this is what we like to see. For those of you who don't obsessively watch orc players, you may think, Nick, this isn't that big. He's just creeping. You know, you don't understand. Orc, for as long as they have been around, is the race that has to do something, has to harass, has to interrupt the opponent. And I just love how Hitman, you know, he has adapted to the changes of this game. This is not Warcraft 3 in 2019. It's not Warcraft 3 in 2023. It's 2026. That means the mirror image blades do a damage. That means headhunters are buffed. You know, it just means the game has changed. So why go for the same strategy? Let's do something different. As you see, we're getting great items on the blade, which is awesome. We've seen Hitman use Scroll of the Beast before, simply to speed up creeping. We'll see if that happens. Now, once you get level 2 mirror image, it's a big difference. It's a, you know, it's a different type of power spike. You really can creep easily and scout easily. So that is a big deal. It's important to note that level 3 is just an important time for the Blademaster. And, you know, I really want to just take a look at the decisions here. You get a shredder by 6 minutes, so your lumber's good. Tech tier 3, pretty fast. Compared to the Night Elf, you're going to get beat there. And this Night Elf maybe smells it. Maybe the Night Elf smells that I'm going to get lame. So you're not even going Dryads. You're going Druid of the Talons. Looks like we have a... Ooh, this is not very good. You're going to need... Ooh, I maybe would have used Healthstone and then Mirror Image. I don't really like the decision. Yeah, there you go. That's better. You see that? Kind of a wasted Mirror Image, that first one. But just look how powerful this hero is. Look how powerful the level 4 Blademaster is. And nice Scroll of the Beast here. You're going to want to use this Scroll of the Beast to creep quickly. So what are you going to creep now? This one, right? Creep the red spot? A little late. And look at this. We got... Okay, once the Shredder is up, maximum wood, maximum watchtowers, get the spikes, get the fortified. You're barely spending any money because your blade's kind of doing all the heavy lifting for your army. Keeper of the Grove strategy, creeping up. And there we see it. Gonna get a level 5 blade. Very cool items. Scouts. Note the scout there. Very accurate scouting. We now have double bestiaries. You see, uh-oh, it's happening. Double bestiary. And liquid fire. I need you to start learning about the nuance of this build, ladies and gentlemen. I just need you to start understanding that we haven't built a single Bat Rider until tier 3. We haven't built a single Bat Rider until we've started the upgrade for liquid fire. We haven't built a single Bat Rider until we already have Thorium ranged, which is also upgrading our headhunters. Right? We have this headhunter army that the Night Elf opponent like has to deal with. And honestly, like what? You see Blademaster mass headhunters and you go Druid of the Talons? Not necessarily the fight you want, but maybe then again, the Night Elf knows. You bring 6 Wisps, and this mirror image Blademaster is out of commission. This is a big push by the Night Elf, and rightfully so. Hitman says, gotta stop that. I'll have tier 3 now, gives me a really nice upgrade for my headhunters. And I really like the flow of this build, right? Like, all you need is a barracks and a fortress, and, you know, you still have an army. This is a workable army because it just does so much damage. This is an army defined by damage. You have 2 level upgrades. So it's like, even though you're going for the mass air laming, you just have this ground force. Just look how much damage it does. Okay, illusions. Now, these are now for food. These are just now ready to be killed by the trees and the archers. That's a really annoying Cyclone. I mean, if I was in this situation, I would... Nice, you get the mirror image, and he has to Cyclone all 3. So the only saving grace is that mirror image has to Cyclone all 3. The heal scroll was huge. Forestral Berserker, but it's so funny. The moment the blade isn't cycloned, I mean, Blade can solo this army, right? It feels like Blade can maybe solo this army. The correct mirror images. Gotta mirror image that. There you go. So not quite to the point of soloing armies yet. We don't have Bladestorm. But this is the sort of army that the Blademaster chews up. Low HP, 300, right? Once the Blademaster gets level 3 crit and some nice items, you know, you're like practically one-shotting these. But throughout this whole time, we're massing the bats, and honestly, at this point, bats have 3 upgrades on their damage, 19 to 27. That's good. That's nothing to sneeze about, especially considered most of the Night Elf units are unarmored. So it's taking extra damage. Taking like 50 plus damage from a bat rider. Really insane. We have a blade coming up. We're scouting though, so I love this. We see this. We have seen this before, right? Hitman gets a tome of retraining when he doesn't need the mirror image anymore, right? Now, I mean, you kind of still do need the mirror image, but Windwalk's pretty nice. Windwalk can get you out of there. Yeah, I don't want to stay for that. So now the Night Elf's got to be trapped in their base. You know, you can't quite leave the base because these bats will come in. And this is a pretty big part of the strategy when the Night Elf opponent can't leave the base. So what does the Orc do? Nice items. But we got to keep track of this. What is the Orc doing right now? 1 archer versus 8 bats. There you go. Blademaster punishes that archer. How fast can you get the high? Oh, very fast reactions. But uh-oh, buildings are starting to fall. That's Hunter's Hall is going to get taken out. Yep, that's definitely the target. So good. Meanwhile, every moment that you have to deal with the bats, the blades are just there for free. Don't have mirror image, so you staff out. Okay, annoying hit and run, but I mean, I'm not going to say that Orc's winning right now. Druid of the Talon is doing a good job of keeping, you know, track of the bats. You have fully upgraded Bat Riders, which I just love. I love the idea of Bat Riders as a fighting unit. You know, they also do benefit from Troll regen, so check out the regen of this unit. Now, there's a unit meant for skirmishes. I love how he's so paranoid, of course, as you should be. Blade could be anywhere. Blade can be anywhere. I wonder if you want to get some more items. Are there other items that you can get for this blade? Yeah. Look at this. This is so annoying. Yeah, he's using trees. Using trees to cut out trees there. Very annoying. So the whole time this is happening, the Night Elf is what? Not accomplishing much. Just spending mana on summons that aren't doing anything. Blademaster is just fishing to level 6. You can maybe kill this Druid of the Talon if you're quick. Nope, just healed. You can kill that Wisp, maybe? No, I know you can kill this Wisp. What are you going to try to hit? That's the question. Ah, see, that's smart. The moment the bats came in, so did the blade. But then he got cycloned. Wow, even that low HP archer is hiding. Great micro by Simply Hunter. Gets 1 kill, though. Birds can't hide. Uses this Invuln. Look at that. So good. Knows you're trying to get level 6. Understands that as long as the enemy is staying here, you have an invisible Blademaster and Bat Riders that can attack at any moment. You have the advantage. So that potion of Invuln, that was a strategic use to force that kill and get level 6. Now that we have level 6, I already know Hitman's going Bladestorm. You know, Bladestorm is the kind of the purpose of the strat. You know, the power of Bladestorm, getting another potion of invulnerability. This is just crazy. And look at this. He's just farming. Look how much money he has, too. Yep, gets cycloned. Bat Riders come up. Maybe you can get the kill. Chop. Ooh, 252. Ouch. Okay. Do we Bladestorm right here? Like, do we just Bladestorm right here and kill these two? Like, do we Bladestorm and then fully attack with all of these? What do we do here? Okay, yeah, nice. We do Bladestorm. Interesting. Hitman knows that a Bladestorm can kill a Night Elf production building. You just, a little bit of miss micro didn't get that Ancient of Winds killed, but not, man, this is crazy. Guess you're just creeping. No, you're just trying to keep hope alive. Yep, the Blademaster solos. Fast cyclones, though. Very fast cyclones. At this point, the bats are just doing their thing. Opportunistic damage. So annoying for the Night Elf. Yep. Good job. They're getting cycloned over and over again. Are you fighting the dots now? This may be the time to turn and attack. You do so much more damage than them. What's happening? 13-27 versus 11. Just attack. There you go. Just attack. There you go. It's so easy. Yeah, Bat Riders. No problem. No problem. Kill them all. Yeah. Look how much damage they do. Level 7. That's level 3 crit. The invulnerability usage by Hitman's really nice. I love the offensive invulnerability use. You see that? And Windwalk allows him to get away with it. Already knows the moment he gets entangled, staffs away. Just already knows. Has so much experience in this strategy. You see, part of why we're watching this strategy as well is because, you know, the more you get experience with it, the better it gets. Alright, going for... just massing Ancient Protectors. What are you even protecting? I guess your buildings? Aren't you just going to get Blade Stormed again? No way. This is so annoying. Are you going to get Blade Stormed again here? He's going to get the perfect Blade Storm! It's so annoying. Hitman! This is... kill their bases. Yeah. Kill their base. Just kill their base. We don't need to fight the Night Elf. We just need to hobble them. Right? Yeah, uh-oh. Opportunity. Ancient Protectors are up. Do you see it? Sees one. Now they're... yeah, what are they doing? They're just running away? What are they trying to do? What's happening? Oh, you're just moving the base. Okay, moving the base. Gold mines collapse. Look how much gold... Hitman, I am just agog at your ability to control a match of Warcraft 3. You know, you have 2,000 gold. This opponent is 2,200 MMR. And you're just making this opponent rethink, like, what is Warcraft 3? Why do I even play this game, right? Like it's just so unfair. I love it. And this is what I want to do to my opponents. This is how I want to make my opponents feel. But more importantly, this is how I want to feel in a game. I want to be in control. I want to have 3/3 bats. Just stunning. Just stunning. Is this really a building destructing victory? I would enjoy that tremendously. If this was a... oh, look, you're not letting them land. You're not letting... yep, Blade Storm. On to next. On to next. It's so great. You just don't have to fight. I'm just going to keep Blade Storming you. Doesn't matter. You have invuln. There's no worry whatsoever. You just invuln, kill everyone. No, invuln, yep. Kill everyone. This is so great. Let her rip, Hitman. Then you're dead. And you're dead. Oh, the mirror image, because you have level 8. Love it. Hi-ya-ya. Bye-bye. He leaves, doesn't even let... he says, hey, man, leave the game. Leave the game. Do it yourself. Hitman. Hitman. Alright? It makes me happy. Now, watch. This is against Sonik. This is against Sonik. Alright? To the Redditors that were really on me about, bro, this is like not a good strat. No one uses this. This can't beat anyone who's anyone at the game. The Night Elf was too passive. What? Of course the Night Elf was too passive. That's what this strategy does to Night Elves. Forces them to be passive. What are you supposed to do? Try to rush an early win against a level 3, level 4 Blademaster who already has items from like a red camp, who has a burrows. Like, you're facing Orc. They have burrows, right? It's just a cool usage of the early game strength of Orc to allow this late game degeneracy. So let's see how this works. We have another Keeper of the Grove, which, I mean, I'm not even going to comment on it. Maybe Night Elves go Keeper. Historically, Keeper has oppressed Orc for a while, but then they were nerfed, then they were buffed, then they were nerfed. They're currently back to the nerfed phase, So, yeah, it's not as oppressive as it once was. Oh, this is a short game. Short game, okay. How does this one fly? So we have Night Elf doing Night Elf things. Enraging me by their very presence. I like the shop here by Sonik. Sonik is definitely one of the Night Elves I prefer to watch. Always doing something unique. And I like... Now this is smart. Sonik must have a read on Hitman. Must know, hey, I haven't been touched by this Blademaster. I don't know where his hero is. He must be doing something. And sure enough, he comes up there. Doesn't even try to deny the headhunter. Just goes straight for the keeper. We saw this in the last game in which Hitman was harassed. You literally just chase the keeper. Because if the keeper has high HP, this will just happen forever. So you have to kind of have a good offense be the best defense, right? Just chase away the keeper. And there you go. Wisp, detonate. That tree is going to die. Yay, Headhunter lives. Night Elf's taking to tier 2, doing that thing. Hunter's Hall. Maybe we're going to see Lores here instead of Ancient of Winds. Nice tome. Boots of Qualthalos and Gloves of Haste. I mean, pretty good items. Both these games. Can't win if you don't play, as in you can't get good items if you don't creep, right? So good on you for creeping. Another uses of the Shredder. Did you see how this is like the same style of game? Remember how we called out the time? Around 6 minutes you have your Shredder. Now you should be what? Teching to tier 3 soon. Very scary. I love the potential snipe of the Shredder, but you gotta fix that. Yeah, you got to repair. Max burrows is one way. I suppose it's a little more efficient than repairing. Yeah. There we go. Repairs now. Oh, you're not going to be able to get out of this, Keeper. That's a lot of normal damage. Yeah, the Shredder has a cool upside of having so much damage. It can defend your base just fine. And even get your blade experience. Chop, chop, chop. No Windwalk level 2, just wants to let him go. And the Headhunter is here. And they're, I guess, facing the Demon Hunter. This looks like a pretty short game. Notice how the Blademaster, already level 5, feels so powerful. Like, when the Blademaster comes to stop something, it stops. This is just the tower up mentality I was saying. No need to tower an orc like this. I mean, not tower, but just try to harass. He already has fortified. Nah, it's not gonna die. Shredder's not gonna die. Nice, another experience for the blade. Every time the Shredder kills a tree, that's experience for the blade. See, 23. Now you're level 5 with Khadgar's Pipe. You don't have any casters, but you could, you know, still keep it. Spam Mirror Image. Level 5 versus... See, this is so good. Imagine if you had a level 3 Blade and a level 2 Shadow Hunter with like a couple Grunts and Radar. That's like the standard build, but this just seems different. Love the illusions doing steady damage. Alright. That bear's gotta die, right? Ah. Ooh, how long does the healing ward get left up? Gets left up very long. Wow. That's the most unbothered healing word. Hey, congratulations. I mean, Hitman, you made that game look easy. And that's Sonik. Nice. Love to see blades. But guys, we're doing this again. Remember that player? Simply Hunter? Oh. Look at it. Looks like we have another Last Refuge game. So, interestingly enough, we've discovered that maybe this is a Last Refuge strategy, right? Obviously, the map matters a big deal when you're trying to go lame, right? You can't choose any old map to do this sort of gimmicks on. But it is cool to see. This is the same player. This is a different Batrider game. And I suppose, honestly, even that last game, it's the Blademaster for me that's solo creeping so efficiently. That's the thing that I'm taking away from this, right? Because even if you don't go Batriders, it just gives you a tempo at a stage of the game that orcs normally don't have tempo in, right? Orcs get attacked when the other heroes have level 3, right? Because orcs' burrows get raided, and it's very vulnerable during that specific stage of the early game. So instead, what if we were the greedy ones and we crypt everything and we were ready for that push due to our levels? That seems to be what Lynn's mindset is. Have level 2, so does Demon Hunter. I love this pool. You know, this pool is very important. As a player, it's important to not get lazy about stuff like this. Because if you can just try to pull the camp as normal, but you know, this thing's going to get inner fired too, so you're going to have 2 inner fires. A golem's going to be healing. It's just all bad, right? Instead, it actually is sometimes best to just, take the extra 10 seconds and creep way easier. Scourge Bone Chimes, definitely one of the best items on Blade. Kind of needing damage to make it work, but like the synergy between Bone Chimes and Critical Strike is just real, right? You know, getting a 200 damage crit and healing for like 45 damage isn't bad. It's actually pretty chill. So Blademaster just keeps on keeping on. And what is the Night Elf doing? Oh, I'm not sure. Looks like there was a little bit of a scuffle over the Shredder, and sure enough, 6-minute Shredder. So there's definitely some things in this build we're going to try to emulate. The 6-minute Shredder, the Blademaster should be level 3-4 around that time. That Shredder allows you to get all the lumber you need to go to tier 3. Also have this upgrade spree, right? You need to upgrade the reinforces and the watchtowers and all that. You know, this is essentially just a creeping army, right? Like, you know, these are just things to creep better, and that's perfectly okay. It's a great reason to buy a unit. And ooh, we got a long one coming out. Let's see how this one goes. Blademaster doing their thing. Ooh, great item, Helm of Valor. Yikes. Naga Sea Witch gets another pretty good item too. Potion of greater healing. So this attempts to kill her probably be thwarted. Unless you get some chops, some crits. There's the real blade. You indeed are. And the Demon Hunters on their way. Oh no. You have to give the boots of speed to the Dusa. To the Naga Sea Witch. Oh, that poor bear. Hiya! And destroyed. Level 5. What? Is this getting destroyed the whole time? That's so unlucky. Just casually. It's crazy, man. It's so good. I mean, look at this level 3 crit. With Scourge Bone Chimes. Are you kidding me? You're just healing. He just healed for 45 damage. That's so crazy. What a game. What a game. Just chasing people. Still at full health because of Amp. Wow, you're really trying to save that. Just get one crit. There's one crit. Look at the health when you get a crit. It's so funny. That was some dedication, though. Don't want to let that go away. Roll troll regen. You know what that means. Here comes the Bat Riders. Blue troll here, indeed. That means one of them is ready. Constant mirror image is annoying. At least you have Naga and Dryad, though. That's some good slow. Gets the... Man, he really is one strategy. You then at level 5 get the respec for Windwalk, because they're not expecting Windwalk. They've been expecting mirror image this whole game. Level 6 consistently. Level 6 consistently. Don't die now. You got it. You have the best part about being Orc. Just so insane that because the Night Elf has no catch or stun or entangle or cyclone, you can just kind of walk back and forth. Decides to trade with the Demon Hunter and a bear. Ignoring the Demon Hunter is always the best, because sometimes you don't want to give evasion value, right? Whereas Blademaster is the opposite. Must always be attacking because you want to give critical strike value. Nice Shredder on behalf of Simply Hunter. Simple, you know, simple Hunter. So that Hunter's Hall is not going to be able to be built more like it. Oh wait, never mind, it's right there. What are you trying to build? Another Ancient Protector? Is this literally the same game? This is insane. This is literally like... Look at this. This is great. I love this. Nice. Level 3 upgrades. We're doing it again. We sold Scourge Bone Chimes because we're in Bladestorm mode now. Yep. Just wind walking around. Deciding you still want to get that canceled. There you go. Don't even think about it. So the Night Elf has 0 production buildings. So each one of these kills is somewhat permanent. I'm sure that adds to the stake of the filmmaker. Yep. There he goes, Blademaster. So now that he's getting his HP and regen back. Love the bats. Need to find a space to self-congregate. This one's blowing up. Is this really going to be another Bladestorm? Could be. Yes, it is. Incredible. I mean, Bladestorm really is such a broken ability. People in FFA have known this, right? This is base destruction, and I just love it. It's so cheesy, it's so gimmicky, and yet Orc has always been the race defined by those cheesy gimmicks, and we don't often get to win with air. So this is nice. Yeah, that guy's gonna die. It was easy. Didn't even have to look. Just give me Severin and Samurai. How do you get 7 so quick? Didn't you just get the Bladestorm? It felt. Fast forwarding a bit, we towering up because you know we got money. We know we got bank. We're just annoying. Opponent has nothing. Look at that. You just don't let him build. You can do that. Just say no build for you. Look at that. Insane. I fast forwarded a little too quick. But can we just like marvel a bit? Let's marvel a bit. So, okay. So, part of what makes this strategy so deadly is that it's kind of over once the Orc gets level 5, right? It feels like once the Orc gets level 5 and the Night Elf hasn't managed to like, you know, do something big, haven't managed to like kill some burrows, haven't managed to kill a hero, haven't managed to get an expansion. You know, when you've just been like messing around with the Orc in this way, it's the strength of Mirror Image that shines through, right? So the strength of Mirror Image shines through. It allows the Orc to survive and kind of brawl. And then you just get level 5. And guys, Ancient of Lores have 900 HP. It's just so simple. I never thought that the real counter to Night Elf is in their weak, pathetic buildings. They're weak, pathetic, 900 health. Right? Our buildings have thousands of health. Lots of health. But their buildings, no. So we get the 6. And just look at the base. Another storm. Another storm. And then right on a cooldown. Right on a target. It's like, look, he's so afraid. He's even using dust. Doesn't matter. Just find the perfect Bladestorm. So messed up. So messed up. And now the Night Elf player has to prepare. Just building these pointless Ancient Protectors, right? They do nothing. Yeah. Just getting... Look at him. His base is just getting slowly killed. Slowly killed. And is this just something you can do on this map? It's just a choice you can do. You just have the ability. Look at that. Look at that. It's so great. It's so unfair. And he's TP's out. He TP's out. Come on. Just get out of there. Love it. So listen, I personally think this strategy is legit. I understand some people may not think, what, this free-for-all strategy, Batrider? I wouldn't lose to that, huh? You would, okay? You would lose to this strategy because Hitman's playing it. And Hitman has played the strategy so many times that you're just able to make those decisions on the fly. GG's. Love to see it. Stay tuned for the next video, and please subscribe. If you guys like the channel, give us a subscription. It always helps. All right, see ya.